John Gay, June 30, 1685, December 4, 1732, was an English poet and dramatist and member of the Scribblers Club. He is best remembered for The Beggar's Opera, 1728, a ballad opera. The characters, including Captain Macheath and Polly Peachum, became household names. Gay was born in Barnstaple, England, and was educated at the town's grammar school. On leaving school he was apprenticed to a silk mercer in London, but being weary, according to Samuel Johnson, of either the restraint or the servility of his occupation, he soon returned to Barnstaple, where he was educated by his uncle, the Reverend John Hanmer, the nonconformist minister of the town. He then returned to London. The dedication of his Rural Sports, 1713, to Alexander Pope was the beginning of a lasting friendship. In 1714, Gay wrote The Shepherd's Week, a series of 6 pastorals drawn from English rustic life. Pope had urged him to undertake this task in order to ridicule the Arcadian pastorals of Ambrose Phillips, who had been praised by a short-lived contemporary publication The Guardian, to the neglect of Pope's claims as the first pastoral writer of the age and the true English Theocritus. Gay's pastorals achieved this goal, and his ludicrous pictures of the English country lads and their loves were found to be entertaining on their own account. Gay had just been appointed secretary to the British ambassador to the court of Hanover through the influence of Jonathan Swift when the death of Anne, Queen of Great Britain, 3 months later put an end to all his hopes of official employment. In 1715, probably with some help from Pope, he produced What Do Ye Call It? A dramatic skit on contemporary tragedy, with special reference to Thomas Otway's Venice Preserved. It left the public so ignorant of its real meaning that Louis Theobald and Benjamin Griffin published a complete guide to What Do Ye Call It to explain it. In 1716 appeared his Trivia, or The Art of Walking the Streets of London, a poem in 3 books, for which he acknowledged having received several hints from Swift. It contains graphic and humorous descriptions of the London of that period. What is most interesting about the poem, however, is not the fact that it depicts the city with photographic accuracy, but that it acts as a guide to the upper and upper-middle-class walkers of society. In taking a mock-heroic form, Gay's poem was able to poke fun at the notion of complete reformation of street civility, while also proposing an idea of reform in terms of the attitude towards walking. In January 1717 he produced the comedy, 3 Hours After Marriage, which was thought to be grossly indecent, without being amusing, and a failure. He had assistance from Pope and John Arbuthnot, but they allowed it to be assumed that Gay was the sole author.